previous section, we added in materials. We have our colliders working. And now, just to re-emphasize camera position and using gizmos here, here's an additional section that I've added personally. So currently we have this. You can see the stuff actually works, but as a requirement for class, I actually want to have 12 different objects. So you can have a bunch of these. If we have 4, just add 3 of each one. So how would I do that? I can right click on my capsule and I can do duplicate. You can see there's another capsule. Then I can actually use my tools to move around. So I can put that one on this side over here. I also could rotate it. So if I do my R, I might rotate it so that one's facing that way. And then again, I can duplicate this guy. So I want to have 3 of these. Go back to W, that way I can pull him over here maybe. And I'll push E, and then I'll rotate this one that way. So that's 3, and let me go add some other stuff. So again, I'm going to duplicate my cylinder. Go back to W, I push W on my keyboard. I might want a cylinder over here, and obviously I want to pull it up, so it's going to hit there. And I'll push E, that way I can rotate it that way. And maybe I want to rotate it this way as well. And I'll go ahead and duplicate this again. And then again W. And W, if you don't notice, if I push W, that's actually my move. Even though it shows it here, it corresponds to my tool up here. If I push Q, that's my hand tool. So W is my move tool. E is my rotate tool. So if you don't remember the keyboard shortcuts, you can actually come up here, click, and you can see it actually. This is actually R. This is my transform tool, my scale tool. Rectangular tool we haven't talked about, and the move, scale, or rotate tool we have not talked about, but we will later on in the season. So this is W. This is Q, W, E, and R. But I just use the keyboard shortcuts to do these. So I have that. Let's go to my move tool, and maybe I want him in the middle. I want him right by that. And sometimes you want to change the view, so I want him right next to that. If I click on my top view like that, now I can kind of see. And I want him, he's kind of touching. Yeah, I'll move him over some. If I go down, he actually goes right through it. So I want him to hit that. So I'm going to put him above. And you can use any one of these. So this is my side view. I wanted to go this side. You can kind of see. I push my Y on the top. I'm looking down. So I have that one there. Just duplicate this guy. I already have 3 of these. And see, I might want this to come over there. Or, let's rotate him that way. And here's my, so I will duplicate, these are my capsules. This capsule is going straight down, you can see from the top. Well, maybe I want him to be like that. And I'll move him over some. And again, that's just simply playing with these tools. So now I have 3 capsules, 3 cylinders. And if you ever start playing with the gizmos here, if you're on Windows, if you right click on this area, to see the perspective, you want it to be free, and you'll see perspective at the bottom. If you're on a Mac, you want to hold shift and click this middle portion, and it'll go back to your perspective view. So I need my duplicate spears. I'm going to duplicate these guys. And I don't have to really do any rotation with the spears, because the spears just have these kind of random areas. Let's duplicate another spear, and again using my move, let's put him over here. I want him to come up here, and I will use rotation so I can rotate the angle that I'm pulling him at. So I want him here, and let's check our top to make sure he's falling. So yeah, let's see there. We want him over here. So I have three of these. I'm missing my squares, and I'll put some squares over in here. Let's look at the perspective of that. It looks like it's way out here, but you can see where that shadow is. The way it's actually falling, it's going to fall that direction versus falling straight down. You can see I can zoom into this guy. So again, this kind of bonus section was showing you your duplicate, but also showing you your gizmos. You can actually, if you want to get a better view, you can click on these arrows. If I go back up top, if I want to get perspective on a Mac, I'm going to hold Shift and click the middle button. Or on a Windows, you can actually just right click and select this area here, and you'll see all the different views that you can select. So once you're kind of satisfied with, I kind of like that my camera's going to be here, and I'm going to have all these things fall down. Go ahead and push play. Let's see how it looks. And my camera is really close, so what I want to do is I'm going to move my camera. You can see it here. You can actually pull your camera out like that. You also can, if I zoom out, you can also rotate your camera. So if I wanted my camera, you can see I'm rotating it so that's flat, and I can also just move it where I want. So if I have it like that, now I'll go ahead and push play. Let's see if I like that a little bit better. So all of my shapes fall, and there we go. So again, this bonus lesson was really about using your gizmos to kind of find what view you like. I can click top, I can click bottom, and I can go back to perspective view, and I can kind of rotate, because you'll need to use that. And also about using your move tool. Remember, this is Q, this is your hand tool. Your hand tool allows you to kind of move around like that. Or if you use Q, this is your move tool. So when I click on this, that's what allows me to drag this here, your rotate tool, and you have your 3 axis, your Y, your X, and your Z. Here's your scale tool. So for example, if I wanted this to be a little bit longer, and I might do that to a couple of these guys. So I want, maybe I don't want that one to be fat, but I want this one to be longer, like that. Maybe I want this cube to be a little bigger, like that. And this cube I'll make a little bit bigger as well. Maybe this circle as well. I'll just zoom up. And remember, even though I'm scaling it here, the values are actually changing here. So I could actually do a 2, a 2, and a 2 to make it exactly perfect. And now I have a 2 ball, and maybe I wanted this ball to be a 3, a 3, and a 3. So as you use Unity, make sure you play with a bunch of different things. You will definitely use your gizmos. You will definitely use these tools right here. I normally use Q, W, E, and R for that. And you also will use this area. So let's preview it one more last time, and that'll be the end of this bonus section that I've added for you. And you can see, there we go. Go ahead and move to the next section.